I have proof of the excellent momentum that the Crypto.com brand has made for themselves over the last several years. And I found a post on X that really backs some of the ideas that we've been talking about on this channel regarding the possibilities for this exchange. And I want to share with you guys because with the growth that Crypto.com has been having, I truly do believe that the $1 CRO coin price is not only something that I believe is possible, but I think it's very likely in 2025. That is this year, as we come into Q4 of 2025. In just 15 days, we will be going into the fourth quarter, and we have historically seen tremendous moves. Can the CRO coin price, which is right now actually falling, find a bottom, bounce, and move up to $1? Well, let's talk about this proof that I found regarding the success of the Crypto.com brand and why I believe that this is just one piece of evidence that could result in much higher prices for CRO coin, not just in 2025, but into the future. Let's talk a little bit about it in this video, guys, and this TA that I've been talking about for CRO, as we have called this potential dip in the price of CRO. And if you want to subscribe to this channel for daily updates, news on crypto, on CRO, we're giving it here on this channel every day. Nothing I say here is financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, but we love crypto news and we give daily updates. So subscribe for more content. And really quickly, just jumping into the TA side of things, clearly there was going to be a level of resistance, 37 cents. We found that, and we are falling lower for CRO coin today. And I am not surprised to see that for a few reasons, which we've laid out. There was excitement and optimism surrounding the president's media company partnering with the CRO brand. We found a level of resistance, which was clearly a level of support in the previous, really going into the bear market. We bounced here a few times, so we saw that level. And we saw the Fed rate cuts getting priced into the market, and people have been buying leading into the Fed rate decision that's coming up here just in a few days later this week, which we'll be reporting on. And there was a chance that after a significant rally for CRO, we could see kind of a sell-off. So what we're looking for now is a bottom for CRO, and I think we could find it at 20 cents and 16 cents. That's my brief TA update on what I'm seeing for CRO. And again, find your own levels, guys. Do your own research, as always, in the crypto space. You have to dig into this stuff for yourself. And one thing that I found out there on X was somebody who was really digging in to the information for themselves. Less so on the TA side, and this account, never seen this account before. Albert, some random guy on X, clearly a fan of Crypto.com, took some time to create a GIF over a lot of different partnerships that we've seen for Crypto.com, and I'm just going to keep this rolling because we're going to talk a little bit about it here. Smash the like button if you enjoy, this type of content. But I posted, great post here, Albert. Don't know who this guy is, but really enjoyed his post. Glad someone grabbed all the screenshots and put them in one place. Video tonight. And that is what this video is. I'm holding true to my promise of putting out a video on this because I really did think this was a fantastic post. And follow me on X if you guys haven't done so at CryptoKip Tweets. As I don't tweet a lot, but when I do, I try to make it meaningful. And I thought this was a meaningful post out by this Albert guy, so I want to share with you. And he says, I've said it before and we'll say it again, Crypto.com is becoming the institutional custody powerhouse. And I agree, no doubt about it. More and more projects seeks asset custody from Crypto.com because of the security, quality, and trust its name carries. And just look at this. VeChain, Frax, Axelar, Plasma, BTCS, Truth Social, Yorkville, America, Aeon, all these different brands, Figment, Tottencoin, Theta, Addit, Vivo. Look at they go on, and now it's looping, okay? But look at all these different announcements that they've had over, really most of these happened over the last year. Most of these happened in 2025, but we have just seen not just partners with the institutional custody wing of Crypto.com, but we have seen the advertising partners going wild. They're able to afford these marketing partnerships because they make a ton of money as an exchange because they are now, and if you look at it on CoinMarketCap and you can go to exchanges, you can go to spot exchanges, you will see they are the 11th largest crypto exchange right now, according to CoinMarketCap. Now, some might argue that they're actually bigger than that. I would argue that they're bigger than that. What you can say factually is that Crypto.com is the largest exchange in North America, and that is for good reason. They are also now partnered with the Truth social media brand coming out with an ETF for the Cronos token. The president's media company is buying these tokens. There is so much news that is truly proof of the success that the Crypto.com exchange has had. And this is proof that we have been laying out in video after video on this channel for the last 4 years since we came out and started talking about crypto publicly on YouTube. Crypto.com is a coin. Crypto.com's CRO coin is a coin that we've talked about for a very long time. We've talked about the Crypto.com brand a lot, and we've talked about a lot of the milestones and partnerships that they've had. Now, again, that is very bullish stuff, but here we are experiencing a dip, volatility. I love to trade this volatility. You can trade on Crypto.com. I like to use some of these other exchanges as well. Their fees are quite low, and they're very easy to use, very mobile, user-friendly. BitConnect, Blowfin. There are awesome sign-up bonuses as well. These are some affiliates I have in the description of this video down below for you. You can trade CRO there. You can trade Bitcoin. You can trade a lot of your favorite altcoins if you guys want to check it out. As you're digging into this market, it's important to note that with this proof that is, I think, quite bullish for Crypto.com's CRO coin and seeing a dip happening on the chart for CRO right now, I think there is a buying opportunity that is presenting itself, in my opinion. I think we could dip down to 20 cents here. We might even dip back down to the 16 or 17 cent level if we do see some kind of September sell-off. And after some excellent momentum for Bitcoin over the last 2 weeks, we're seeing a little bit of a slip to start this new week as we're coming up in the FOMC meeting, which is historically a very bullish catalyst, but it could be a little bit of a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And then after we get a dip after the FOMC meeting, then we can have our true Q4 altcoin season. Historically speaking, Q4 is the best time for cryptocurrency, especially in a 4-year cycle blow-off top moment. This is supposed to be the peak of the bull market, historically speaking. And if you don't understand that yet, you should subscribe to the channel and continue to dig into these markets. But there have been these traditional 4-year cycles, and we are in what is supposed to be the best year for crypto in these 4-year cycles. And we're coming into Q4, which is the historical most bullish time for cryptocurrency. It leads me to be quite bullish on coins like CRO and a variety of other altcoins, because what we haven't really had yet is altcoin season. And if you look at all these different models that are drawn out regarding these cycles, everything is pointing to the most bullish moment is supposed to be coming for cryptocurrency. As you can see, historically, we have had very similar moves. And you can just look at the coloration on this chart and see that as you get into kind of this green zone, that is around what should be the top of the bull market. And we are going from yellow to green now, which means this should be coming up to that blow off top moment where the altcoins rally, and we would be getting into the cool off period of the blue zone, this light blue turquoise zone, and cooling off into a bear market, possibly at some point in 2026. So what I'm saying right now is it's kind of a pivotal moment for altcoins and cryptocurrency, and this bullish news, this proof of how successful Crypto.com has been, I think is a catalyst that could, when the altcoin season starts, be a trigger to send CRO coin not just to $1, which I think is very achievable in this bull market, but possibly much higher, $1.50, $2, maybe even $3 or $5. In 2025, I'd find it very hard to believe us going past $3. Past $2 might even be a stretch, but I do think that it could be something that's possible, especially with all these bullish news stories that we've seen for this brand. I think CRO coin is one that I'm going to keep a close eye on personally. I always have. I always will. They just continue to grow their brand presence. I think it's spectacular. And as we're waiting for this altcoin boom, this is a look at the total market cap for crypto, excluding the top 10. This looks like it has not taken a new high in this bull market yet. I think that moment is coming up, and I think we can see that probably sooner rather than later. And when this does happen, I think that CRO coin could absolutely melt some faces, as I have it in the title of this video, guys. That is all I have for you in this one. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Do me a favor. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to trade all this volatility in the crypto market and try to trade some of the breakout moments, which you have to proceed that stuff with caution, guys, look for support, look for levels of resistance. But if you want to do some trading, check out the affiliates in the description of this video and every video. It's also pinned in the comments for you. Sign up links for BitConnect, which has up to a $100,000 deposit bonus, and Blowfin, which has up to a $5,000 deposit bonus. And we are about to bring another sign up bonus, I believe, for another exchange that we're going to be talking about soon. So stay posted for that. I'm always looking for good exchanges for different folks to use. Different people like different platforms. And I think it's always good to kind of experiment with some of these platforms and look for some of the bigger ones, and these are the ones that we personally like. Obviously, Crypto.com is a spectacular brand as well, but there are some sign-up bonuses and other places that you can go when it comes to doing some leverage, and if you want to do some of these other neat tools like copy trading, demo trading, they have these capabilities on some of these other platforms. But that's all I have in this one, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, continue to do your own research, my friends. As always, DCA HODL, and I will see you in the next one. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.